Hello, YouTube. How are you? My name is Mike, coming to you from Health and Wealth. Thanks for being a part of the Health and Wealth gang here. Really appreciate the support I've got over the last couple months, and hoping for forward growth on this channel, and hoping to supply you with informative, educational information. Also, a peek in the window as to what I'm doing with my individual portfolio. So, before we really get started, please note that this is not financial advice at all. This is just me sharing my story of a middle class human being making a middle class income and trying to get ahead in the world. So, if that resonates with you, stick around and hit that subscribe button for me. We'll go ahead and take a look to see what I did. What did I do? So, I created a video saying I'm in to QDTE, and definitely in is a word that I would loosely throw around. So yeah, I definitely love QDTE. I like that it pays out a weekly distribution. I think that's really great. I'm currently in the growth phase of my portfolio, so I'm trying to grow it quickly every single month, every single week, every single day, looking for ways to grow my portfolio. I'm a heavy Yieldmax investor, as you know. So currently have, well, as of a couple of days ago, 284 shares of Nvidia. I think I had 74 shares of MSTY. Those are my two Yieldmax positions. Oh, actually, I lied. There's a third one. I had one share of Coney. Thank you very much. Heavy investor in Coney. Uh, but those are my top two, right? Nvidia, MSTY. And so Nvidia paid out a pretty good dividend this month. And I took that money and invested it in something else. MSTY also paid out a decent dividend this month. So I'll flash both of those numbers up on the screen for you. So we'll put Nvidia over here, MSTY over here. And that's how much of a distribution I paid out this month. So my goal is to not use any of that money right now. I'm not at the phase of taking. I'm more of the phase of adding more. The overall goal is to build 6 pillars of income, $500 per pillar, to bring me $3,000 a month. At that point, we're going to reassess. And that point's kind of far away from now. I really need to buckle down on my spending. I really need to. That's a big one, the spending, right? Costco for me is the place I spend most of my money. And you can go to a regular grocery store and save a ton of money compared to what you spend at Costco. So, how about you? What are you spending your money on that you wish maybe that you could spend less on, and you could probably find a better way to spend that money so you can invest more? That's my mindset. I want to start investing more, so I need to spend less as a middle class human being. It's all about that the spending, right? Cover up or reduce spending, increase investing. So, I wish that 20 years ago I had that thought process, and we would be in a better position today. But no time like the present to really kind of buckle down and make that happen. So I made some purchases. So my goal was to get the 300 shares of Nvidia, NVDY, and I made that happen with this previous distribution that just came out. Actually, what I did was something kind of interesting. I took $440 out of my cash, just my bank account, and I invested it on the day of the X date, and I bought those 16 shares. So now I'm at 300 shares of Nvidia. Woohoo! So there we go. First goal locked up. Pretty happy with that 300 share. And then I went ahead and today I went and put that money back into my bank account. So I got paid today from Yieldmax and Questrade. So I got paid today. I took that $440 and put it right back into my bank account. It was just a temporary loan so I could purchase these shares on the ex-dividend date. So that was good. The other bit, though, was there was a debate in my head. Do I want to buy MSTY with the remaining funds, or do I want to buy QDTE with the remaining funds? And here's what I discovered. So QDTE, I would have only been able to buy 2 shares of it. So I'm going to lower my head down here. Is that the proper statement? I'm going to reduce the size of my head over here. And I want to take a look at QDTE. on Roundhill's website. I'll link it down below. And I just want to take a look at past performance here. So their stock prices, or the ETF price, is $40.40. Like I said, I had $60, just over $60 to spend of extra cash here. And their distribution, last one was 32 cents. So with that $60, I could have bought one share of QDTE, and that would have paid me, let's just play pretend, you can see the last three distributions here, but let's say 32 cents. That would have paid me 32 cents times 4. To me, not really worth it. $1, whatever the math on that is. Yeah, not really worth it. $1.28 over the next month that would have paid me if past distribution goes forward. So $1.28. Now, what I did was I went ahead and I bought MSTY. So I already have it dripping. So it already purchased 5 shares. I went ahead and bought 3 more shares this morning of MSTY. And if we take a look at the MSTY payout, give me a second here. I'll pull that up here. Let me go to our ETFs and take a look at MSTY's payouts. They've been decreasing, and the rumor is that they will continue to decrease. We'll get into that in a second here. But, if we look at the $1.85 times those 3 shares, that's going to pay me more in that month than QDTE is. So I'm going to continue to build pillar number 2. Pillar number 2 is MSTY. I do want to get that to 300 shares. I think, if I recall, I'm at 85 shares of it so far. So still a ways to go, but now I'm not going to be spending any more of that NVIDIA money. I'm going to be putting that over to either MSTY or QDTE coming up in the next months here. We'll do an investigation every month. Things change rapidly, and it's important for you to kind of reassess your position and where you want to put your money. If you are taking money out, great. That's awesome that you're at that stage. For me, I'm not. I'm going to keep building that castle so that I can eventually retire pretty quickly. I've opened up my passive account here. Now, this is my dividend tracking account. And so this tells me how many dividends I've received from each dividend paying ETF that I currently have. And you can see these are the positions that I have right now that pay dividends or that I have had in the last year. So let's take a look through here. Let me go to all time, and you can see all the dividends I've had all time. Now, I've only been investing for about 4 years. I've been investing in Yieldmax for about 2 years now. So my highest grossing dividend payer was Tesla. That was the first one I got into. And you can watch previous videos where I was all about Tesla, and then the reverse split happened, and I reverse split it out of there as well and took my money over to NVIDIA. So Tesla paid me $3,394 in dividends. I had it for just over a year. And so, I mean, that was good. It was good. I had good income coming in, but then the reverse split kind of got me out of there. I moved over to NVIDIA, and so I've had NVIDIA now for about 5 months. So it's paid $31.20 in that 5-month period, which is really great. I'm a Canadian investor. I got a very small inheritance, and I told the person who gave it to me that I would put it into something pretty safe here. So I put it into HYLD.TO, which is on the TSX market here. So it's been good. It's paid out $493. It doesn't pay much. It pays like $20 a month, something like that, but it's steady. So if you're a Canadian investor, that could be one to look into. HYLD.TO. It's from Hamilton Investing. And I think it pays out about 14% annually, which is good. This was the original Canadian high yield dividend paying ETF, and everybody's like, oh no, don't do it. But I mean, I've made $2 in share appreciation, plus it pays out 14% a year. So, steady income, pretty good. The next one down is MSTY. So this is the one that I'm growing right now. So far in the 4 months I've had it, it's paid $460 in dividends, which has been great. Of course, that number should be going up as I add more shares to it. It has had share depreciation, just like almost every single Yieldmax fund so far, but the income that's coming in here is outweighing it so far, which is good. I won't go into the rest of those. You can see they've just paid out small amounts, and even Google didn't pay anything. Neither did Tesla. down below there. My favorite one to look at that I have a good laugh about is Coney. I've had it for 2 months. I've had one share, and it's paid me a whopping $2. I won't be buying any more Coney, especially because of that share depreciation that's happened. So the point of this video was to talk about QDTE or MSTY and why I'm buying which one. So again, I bought MSTY. The reason is I feel like if I had bought QDTE, I would have only been able to afford one share. I would have paid out at like $1.20 over the next month, and for me, that wasn't really worth it. So I bought 3 shares of MSTY, and so that's going to pay out, let's just pretend it's only $1 dividend next month. That's going to pay out $3, which is more. And so there you go. That's why I did it, right? What about you? What would you do if you only had a few dollars to spend? Would you go with the QDTE or would you go with the MSTY? Which one would you pick? For me, I think I made the right choice here by picking MSTY. Next month, I'm not too sure what we're going to do. Most of my money is coming from Dividend still, which is great. So I'm going to take that. And what I really want to do is MSTY is dripping, right? And so MSTY is going to be able to buy about 5 shares. I'd love to take 5 shares worth of that Dividend money and put it in there and just kind of double that, go to 10 next month, 20, 30, 40, all the way up to 300 shares, and then take the rest and put it over to QDTE. That's what I think I would like to do. I had a great comment in one of my videos, and I said, why don't you just focus on MSTY, get that to where you want to go, and then take those two, Dividend and MSTY, and then put it on to your next one. So yeah, that's things I'm going to be thinking about over the next month. What would you do if you were in my shoes with those 2 choices? So that's going to be it. Let me go ahead and just pop that up here. I just wanted to say thanks again for tuning in today. And, your subscriptions have meant a lot to me. I've finally monetized, and, that's really exciting. I keep looking to see if I'm going to make any money on these videos or not. But I hope to take that money and then reinvest it. And we're going to come up with a game plan with that as well, if it does make any money. But I hope that you have a really great rest of your day today. I thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks for the like and the subscribe. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye for now. Hello, YouTube. How are you? My name is Mike. Thanks for joining me today on another episode of Where is Mike Gonna Put His Money?